Okay, no, it's just the head. I thought there were horns. That's just the bars. There we go now. I hope you don't mind my asking, but I do prefer to address people by name. You don't have to give me your real one, of course. No, it's okay. I'm Alice. Alice. So tell me, Alice, what would you like to discuss? Well, the obvious one. My son, he's... Go on. He's sick, like really sick. He needs medication so badly, but at this stage I don't even know if that would help. And I mean, you don't have any, do you? He's so unwell. You know where I can find some medication? You must. You help people, right? That's what you do. Right? Sigh. Alice, I'm very sorry. I don't think anyone has any kind of medication for months now. And if you could source any, where do you think it would be? Simply lying around on the floor for anyone to pick up? Gangs have monopolized it. You pay hundreds for a single pill. No one has that sort of money. Well, quite. Oh, who am I kidding? It's hopeless. He's going to die. He's already dying. What am I going to do? What all each other has, and he's in so much pain. You can tell he can't move, he can't speak. All he does is sleep or moan in agony. Can't take it anymore, but then, what would I do without him? Surely, though, you've coped with loss before. The fuck? This is different. This is my son. How old is your child, Alice? He's 5. Why do you laugh? If he were here, he would speak. He'd be telling me off right now. 5.5, he'd say. Children, they're pedantry, especially when it comes to months of their age. So he's 5.5. Is he aware of what's going on? Rather, was he, before he became unwell? Barely? Or maybe. I don't know. He must have had an idea, but always tried to protect him from the world. He's born into a world that was rapidly going to shit. By the time he could form memories, everything was completely fucked. He barely remembers his dad. For most of his life, we either lived in a horrible, dirty shelter or we were homeless. Often wished we'd never brought him into this world. Hell, I even wished I could take him out of it. No, I can't think like that. Can I? Can you? It's natural for a mother to want to protect her child, even if it would mean doing something unthinkable. No one can tell you how to deal with this, Alice. It's one of those things in life you must work out for yourself. But, and I know you don't believe, and I'm not pressuring you to do so, I know that God will help you make the right choices. Do you come here often? To this church, I mean. I'm here quite a lot, yes. Have been for a while, in fact. Oh? What, since before it was a weather station? Around the same time, perhaps. But for me, it's always been both, not one or the other. I worked here for a time. Oh, religious scientist, huh? I believe the two can coexist. I'm no fool, Alice. I don't dispute the systems that have delivered us all these years of snowfall. I don't believe it to be a punishment from above, as many do. I believe it is something we have to do our best to cope with. So what, you're trying to turn this place back into a church again? Sorry, dry throat. Well, as I say, my belief is that science and spirituality can exist side by side. Sometimes people come, and I do what I can. I can watch the snow, I can observe the weather, the way it changes subtly, but substantially enough to make a difference. Temperature, the wind. And when I'm not doing that, I can pray. I can help those who are seeking guidance, or a conversation to pass lonely hours. For all the mess in here, it really is a beautiful little building. I have to say, not too grand, just right. It feels homely, somehow. I've always thought the same. It's one of the reasons I enjoyed it when my work brought me here. In fact, I always felt homelier when we were actually housed, building up the way on the other side of the woods. The building in this place, too, have seen nasty things in their time. And it's all about survival, about seeing another day. Oh man, I shouldn't smoked all those cigarettes. Actually, I'm just got a dry throat for whatever reason. Guess we can talk about the weather. Sounds like the biggest cliche in the world, I suppose. It's pretty apt. Unlike many, I never tire talking about the weather. How did all this happen? How could we have missed it? For all of the technological know-how we have, and for all the scientific advancement that we've made, there's still things we miss. In fact, the weather has always moved in mysterious ways. Humanity used to believe it was sent from a higher power in order to praise or punish us. Today, we know otherwise. Oh man, best recording ever. Not one screwed up in me reading, or a yawn, or a cough, or a sneeze, or nothing. It's perfect. Today we know otherwise, but in many ways it's almost like God in itself. It has the power to give life and take it away. It's funny to think, isn't it, that some parts of the world are uninhabitable because it's too hot? At least assume that's still the case. Yes, as far as I know, acres of blistering desert, so parched that nothing can survive. Suppose we have it lucky. Luck isn't a word I'd use right now. Who are you? What's your story? If this isn't about faith, are you even a priest? Why do you ask? Funnily enough, I have trouble trusting people these days. I'm a man, a survivor, just like you. Sometimes when it's safe, I take walks by the lake or visit the graveyard. That's what you do? No capturing or killing or... No, rest assured. I have no intention of doing anything like that, unless I truly have to. And there are people who would have you believe they truly have to do that every day. They're scum. I hate them all. But for all our differences, we're all the same, aren't we? We all just trying to exist for another day, see the sun rise in the morning, see it set once more. But survival makes people do terrible things. Terrible is subjective. Of what do you speak? Some were held captive in a basement for days. We've been attacked. Just a few weeks ago, some men tried to take him from this very building. My partner was killed by a mob of men who were stealing from us. They took our food. We really had enough as it was. I think I have a pretty good idea what terrible means. Would you kill in order to stay alive? What? People are only responsible for their actions as long as they're in control of the situation, wouldn't you say? I don't. After which point we turn our instincts to get by. We are but animals, Alice. We do what we need to do. And you'd kill me now if, say, we had food and you were hungry? I'd try to reason with you. I'd see if we could trade. Most of all, I'd invite you to share what I had and hope that you would reciprocate. If I had nothing, Alice, you must understand. There's not times in which we can always afford to think for so long. I assure you, though, you are safe here. Actually, I better go. I'm sorry. I need to get out of here. Very well, tell me. If you don't wish to speak with God, is there anyone who you could speak to? Does Barney get sick? No, there's no one. Except my partner, I suppose. Barney made me talk to a grave a while ago. It's not even his. Barney doesn't know that, but I just wanted to help. Wow. Fuck, Alice. That's rough. And did it? Did it what? Help. Him? Probably. Me? Actually, I don't know. You know what? Maybe it did. Perhaps you could talk to your partner now. I'm a firm believer in the value of family. Your partner will always be a person from whom you seek guidance. Maybe you're right. Maybe he is right. Hell, I don't know. Thank you. You're very welcome. Alice? Yeah? I'm not here to tell you what to believe. We have free will for a reason, and your views are just as valid as mine or anyone else's. You should always follow those beliefs. However, I hope you may take some solace in the knowledge that I will be praying for you. And I do believe, even if things seem bleak, or if you become unfathomably hard to handle, that there is something looking out for you, someone guiding the way. I wish you the best of luck. Hey. Christ, I feel stupid. It's not even you buried down there. I don't even know. You gotta... Oh, jeez. Don't even know if you got a proper fucking burial. Sorry, we couldn't exactly stick around. I don't know who's really down there. This whole place is full of unmarked graves. I suppose it doesn't matter. I miss you so fucking much, and a day goes by when I don't. Why'd you have to be so goddamn brave? Why'd you have to go and do the right thing? Why couldn't it have rubbed off on me? If you were here right now, you put your arm around me and tell me your plan. You knew what to do. You always did. Hell, if you're here right now, maybe this wouldn't have happened at all. Barney would be sick and we'd be stuck here in the middle of this fucking power play between God knows who. This is all your goddamn fault, you know. You always had things sorted, always knew the best way forward. The world no longer has a place for people like you, Mark. It's all just chaos these days. Maybe it's better you're not around to see it. I should never been a mother, should I? You always said that to me. Alice, it'll be fine once he comes along. Stop fretting. Well, that turned out well, didn't it? You couldn't make this up. You were always my rock, always telling me everything was going to be alright, that I'd be okay, that I'd be a good mother. You know what's the worst part? The worst goddamn part of all this? I know exactly what you'd say if you were here. You'd tell me I'm stronger than I think, that I don't give myself enough credit, that I'm far too hard on myself. You always did that. Looked like I finally proved you wrong, huh? This fucking victory at all. Mark, our son is sick. Really, really sick. Tried to help him. Christ, I fucking tried. I'm sure some of this is my fault, but look at it. Look at the state of this fucking world. If it hadn't been pneumonia, it'd have been something else. I found medicine, but it was no good. The only people down for miles are mercenaries and murderers. There's nobody left to turn to. Suffering, Mark. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. Can't stay and see him go through this. Do you remember early in our relationship, my depression came back? It's going to take my own life. You came over unexpectedly that night and found me there, pills in hand. Woof. Whew, jeez, Alice. That's another bomb to drop. Remember what you made me promise? That no matter what, I'd never give up on myself again. That I'd keep living for you, for myself. For the first time in years, I feel like I'm breaking that promise. But then I remember your face that night. I remember how I broke your heart, and I can't. And I look at Barney and I see that special, amazing, wonderful life that we created together. I look at him now and he's suffering, Mark. And he's not going to stop suffering. I don't know what I can do to stop it. You'd know. You always knew. What the hell should I do now? I don't know what to do. What do I do? Answer me, you fucker. Answer me. Yeesh. This is how it is. This is how it ends. Yeesh. Dead men don't talk, love. Sorry. Barney? Barney? How are you feeling, sweetie? A groan. A straight groan. Yeesh. Oof. Oh, God, oh, Christ. Barney, sweetheart. Oh, your mommy's brave, fierce lion. Made me happier than anything else in this world. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry we brought you into this hell. You deserve better, Barney. We all did. Barney, I love you very, very much. Oh. Oh, that doesn't feel good. Alice, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I've had a long time to come to terms with it. Maybe you understand why I've lost hope. I understand. I'm sorry. Again. I've come so far, though, Alice. Well, hold that thought. I guess the least I can do is make sure you don't screw up getting us out of here. Huh? Huh? This is not how I remember it. I don't think there's anything I can do here. There's a brick next to pool of blood. News come to mind are not pleasant. You are right. Hanged guard. Oh, I think we can safely say he's been hanged, either by himself or by someone else. Maybe as we're seeing if there's anything of use on his person. Of course, there's anything useful on his person. Well, let's find out. Look at his pockets. What's this? Pocket mirror. Not quite what I was hoping for. Guess I like taking care of his appearance. Let's check out that computer. You can totally not the code Lyoko symbol. No idea how you can log into this thing. Any ideas, Alice? How should I know? Fair enough. Your turn looks secure. Okay. It's a decent looking pocket mirror. That could work, but I need more mirrors. Scary looking lasers blocking the exit. See, laser beam, hanged guard, unit of lights. When they told me I was going to prison, this folk is the only thing I kept to bring. Fortunately, they let you keep stuff like this. It's got glass on it, though. May I have the brick? Yes. Be very careful to do anything with that, Richard. What? Oh, nothing. I'll need to give that to Alice. You don't? Okay. That won't work. That won't do much good. That could work, but I need more mirrors. No, that won't work. I don't think there's anything I can do there. Well, we're going to try. Loads of blinking lights. I think they were triggered by some emergency devices. Looks like we were one of the ones to activate them. Oh, wow. Didn't think about that. It's Alice. Hey. Hi, girl. Doesn't have anything else on him. I checked. Lasers blocking the exit. I'm not going to try walking through them. Hey, think what would happen. Brick. That won't work. Smash it. Smash it. Smash it. Well, beyond the lasers, have to deactivate those first. The exit door. Like, they don't even tap dance around that fact. That's it. So I need another mirror. I got a brick. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't think that would work. But I need another mirror. If there's anything I can do there. Is there anything else? When they told me I was going to prison, okay. Fuck. To get the glass. Right? Or am I being an idiot? Man, limited puzzles really kill me. Think that would work. You don't know, Richard? Think it's going to do anything? Not going to do that. Oh, fucking really? I'm in. Ah, jeez. Okay. Right then. Really should put mirrors over the lasers. Still only worked in the movies. Oh, it's a pretty flawless solution. Careful now. Go one down. Here you go. And one more for good measure. And for those of you that were screaming at me on how to fix that puzzle quicker, sorry I suck so hard. Shit, what was it? I only need one. What are you talking about? Right, okay, don't freak out, right? I need to tell you some things. I'm listening. Okay, look, that place I mentioned before I put myself here had a bit of a deal going down. Just something that made my life a tiny bit better for a lot of people, but it went slightly south. I gave myself up so I could lie low until all this blew over. There are people outside working on it. Everything's fine, don't worry, but we had a man on the inside in this place. Are you shitting me? No, the plan was, if I needed to get out, it wouldn't be too hard. A carelessly unlocked cell, a heck of a keypad, nobody would ever be able to point the flinker. This guy had been feeding us access codes for a while. Why? We did deals with this place too. We're actually not far from the storage bunker. It just makes things easier if we could slip in and out unnoticed. He'd radio the code. Sometimes we'd come in and trade supplies. So naturally, when I had the opportunity to turn myself in, it's a relief to know there was a friendly face waiting for me in case I did need to get out in a hurry. Wait, so this entire time you've been here on your own volition? Well, mostly, yeah. I mean, sure, I wanted to face up for what I'd done, but it's a safe place, too. You know what they say, the safest in the world. The hell is this deal you're talking about then? It's not important, really. I'll explain properly when we're out. Just supplies and things. Trading, I mean. Christ, it's not like the government bothers anymore, is it? Okay, fine. Punch in the code and we'll get out of here. So here's the thing. Security exploit in this particular lock system, the way it caches the memory. It's possible to make it so that any access code works. It's pretty simple. Alright, so do it. That's the problem. I don't recall any access codes. It's alright when there was someone here I could have asked. Right, so we're stuck here. No, hold on. Let me think. They're only 8 digits long. I must be able to remember one of them. Think, Richard, think. Richard? Yes? Give me the photo. Oh, god damn it. Yep, he was in the church. Why? Just give it to me. No, why? I don't think you're in any position to be questioning me, are you? Alice, please, it's all I have. Oh, relax, Richard. I'm not going to destroy it. Okay, but I don't understand. I do. She wrote down the access code. Right, let's have a look. The back of the picture that was in the book. 13182220. Yep. Alice. Oh, just shut up and unlock the door, Richard. I'm sick of this place. Richard, how long? Just fucking do it. We're free. Gunshot. No. So what now? We should probably talk. We've done a lot of talking, don't you think? Maybe too much. I don't want to talk right now. I think we should. I know. Alice, you don't seem okay. I mean, I understand, but come on. We're out. I know where we are. I know how to get to safety, and we could work out what to do from there. I know, Richard. It's just like I say. What now? Back to surviving? Barely making it? Back doing all those awful things we have to survive? Alice, listen, when I was a kid, a really young boy, whenever I used to get really down, I felt really helpless, my father would take me to one side. Yep. You know what he'd say to me? No. Say, Richard, Brussels sprouts survive through winter, tomatoes turn to juice, tomato, Brussels sprout. And I'd say, Daddy, I'm a Brussels sprout. What? Not even a smell? Well, can't win them all, I guess. Let's just go then. You just think I'm a terrible person. I think you're a terrible person, Richard. I think the world is a terrible, awful place and people do terrible things. That isn't what I expected you to say. I didn't think you'd understand. I understood. It's crazy, isn't it? How two lives can collide. Snowflakes falling in the wind, chance encounters, fate, or coincidence. I don't believe in fate. At all. You know that. Neither do I. It wasn't how it must have looked. It really wasn't. The people we took in, they wouldn't have survived by themselves. The polars, they might not have been the nicest of people, but they were providers. They gave them clothes, food, shelter. It could have been worse, a lot worse. And by dealing with them, by trading with them, hell, we helped a whole lot more than we could have done otherwise. That's how you see it? You took away their choice, Richard. They starved to death, you know, upstairs. What chance did they have then? That wasn't my fault. Oh God, Alice, you don't understand. I had no choice. It wasn't long after that day in the church. I got tired of running, turned myself in. I wanted to make up for what Jake and Caleb had done. In the process of getting clothes, food, shelter, imprisonment, safety. Sounds familiar. Don't try to paint this as self-sacrifice, Richard. You were hiding from the mess you'd caused. You don't understand. You say so. If for Sarah and Josh, the Polars, they sure my family would be taken care of, like, properly. None of this forged medicine, none of this scraps of food. They helped me get into the zone. Christ, we would have all gotten into the zones. This one girl, Lucy, she was our ticket. Caleb and Jake, they fucked things up for a lot of people when they killed her. Did Joss know? Did she know what you'd done for Sarah? No. She suspected. Sarah had said some things after the guys did what they did. This guy showed up, this fucking guy. He was looking for Lucy. Before we got to him, he saw Sarah and he told her what we were. He told my little girl her father was a monster. It was over then. They took what I'd provided and left. I deserved it. I know I deserve it. None of us deserve any of this. No, that's right. You don't deserve this. Barney didn't deserve this. Barney, Richard, what you said, when you say you got to him. I tried to talk to him, tried to explain. Lucy would have been safe. If only he'd listen. Polars aren't bad people, Alice. They're just men and women like you and me. Do what they have to in order to survive. This whole world's chaos. I wonder about that sometimes. Everything's so chaotic, but we were brought together, our lives intertwined. We were given a second chance. Is that why you brought me here, Richard, for a second chance? So what? You'll keep me safe? I can be your new bargaining chip? What? Alice, it's not like that. I just want to make everything right. Oh, sure, you big, brave men and your desire to do right all the wrongs of the world, no matter how many people get hurt in the process. Can you change the weather, Richard? Can you help the people you let starve? Can you bring Barney back? Ouch. Fuck. Don't talk to me about making everything right. I'm sorry. You know me, Alice. You know I'm not a monster, right? Richard? Yeah? Before whatever comes next, where we decide how to proceed, can I ask one thing? Sure. Can I say goodbye? Oh. 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 Oh, that's so painful. Shit. This will be the first playthrough I cry during. Oh, god damn it, that's rough. I still have no idea this is right down there. It was, I don't want to know. Sorry. In the end, it didn't change anything. It doesn't really matter where you're rotting. The earth will swallow you no matter where you are. Alice. Oh, sweetheart. Oh. It only hasn't been a long time. I'm very sorry. You're okay now, Barney. I hope you're warm and not sick and that you're playing with Daddy. Oh. Oh, the sun's shining and the snow's all melted and you're looking down and... Oh, God. Oh. Hope you're having lots of wonderful adventures with Daddy, and I hope you know that. I love you, Barney. I love you so, so much. I always love you, and I hope you've forgiven me. Mommy will come see you soon, Barney. I promise. Can't believe it was still here. I can. How many bullets? Just the one. Better than nothing. Let's go someplace warmer. I'm tired of the snow. So he actually died. He actually died. She didn't shoot him. Oof. That's a little bit better, I guess. Probably got a lot to talk about. We do. Something I want to say before we go any further? Yes? I want you to know, I get to tell you, I didn't get you to tell me your story because I wanted to find out how much you're aware of, at least, not mostly. I know. Should must look like that, like it was look as if I simply wanted to find out how easy it'd be to get away with this as soon as I realized who you were, but I'm not like that. I know. I did terrible things, we all did. And I'd say I could never forgive myself, but I can. The rules have changed, everything's changed. I didn't want those people to die in my own way. I was trying to help them. It would have helped them. I know you believe that. You do? I just want you to know one thing. What do you think the Polars were doing with those people? I know what they were doing with them. They put them to work, gave them clothing, shelter, and safety. I went there sometimes. I saw some of the people we'd handed over. They were happy, Alice. Christ, they were actually happy. Some of them even thanked me. And some of them didn't? No, some of them didn't. Some of them were separated from their families, from their loved ones. But the Polars didn't hurt them, Alice. They just made them work. They used the sick ones to secure places in the zones. They're not a gang of renegade outlaws. They're just people, just families themselves, men, women, children, people like you, Mark and Barney. They're a gang. They kill people. They defend their territory to the death. Think back to when Mark was alive. You lived in a commune, right, with other families? How many times did you kill to protect your own? We never took slaves. We never forced people to stay. And the Polars do. I've been complicit in that. And I lay awake every single night asking myself if I was doing the right thing. You know what I eventually decided? What's that? That there is no right thing anymore. Yeah, I agree to that. I can too, on a personal level. Eesh. I mean, slavery's not cool at all. But, fuck. That world's fucked, man. There is no right there, and they just said that, and I gotta agree. Listen, Richard, yeah? Soon we'll go our own ways, but no buts. That's the way it has to be. Not now, Maybe not for a while, but one day soon, you're going to let me take what I need from your storage, and then you're going to let me go. Okay. But before then, I want you to know one thing. What's that? I never thought I'd say this. The moment I saw the photograph, when I realized who you were, I wanted to kill you. But then, as time went on, I appreciate having you around as a friend. I probably don't deserve that. I don't think either of us do. Can I ask you one more thing? Sure, anything. The day that Barney, well, you know, was you in the confession booth? Honestly? Honestly. I thought you were making that part up. So it wasn't you? Nope. Huh. 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 Thank you. Barney seemed like a lovely boy. I only met him briefly. He was. Is there anything else? I don't think so. We should get going. We can sleep here tonight, but the storage vault isn't far. York will be there. Do you think we'll need this gun? I don't know. We might do. Yorkie changed. We all have, I think. It's a dangerous world out there. You never know what people are going to be capable of. No kidding. You know what, Richard? Sometimes, just sometimes, feels like this was the way it always was. Like nothing's changed at all. Perhaps. Well, that was a rough but well-written story. And I really, really enjoyed this. I am glad I paid the money for the game. Ooh. 2 years, man, that's rough. Well, that's Richard and Alice. Man, I haven't had even like a AAA game hit me as hard as this game's story did. So good job, team. Good job.